Welcome. Today we're exploring the top 5 rare United States of America old wheat penny 1-cent coins, each valued for different conditions, key mint marks, and special varieties that collectors actively search for. From early Lincoln Wheat cents with low mintages to scarce error coins and rare no-mint mark issues, these pennies can be worth far more than face value whether they're found in circulated, uncirculated, or high-grade condition. Mint marks like D, S, and no mint mark play a major role in determining rarity and collector demand. Let's get started. First up, the United States of America Lincoln Wheat 1-cent coin from 1967 without a mint mark, even in bad condition, carries a story that is far bigger than its appearance. This penny comes from a remarkable year in American coin history. In 1967, mint marks were intentionally removed from U.S. coins. The goal was to reduce hoarding and keep coins circulating during a period of national coin shortages. Because of this decision, this Lincoln Wheat 1-cent shows no letter beneath the date, adding an unusual sense of mystery to its identity. You know it was made, but its exact birthplace remains hidden. The condition of this coin tells its own powerful story. In bad condition, the surface may be heavily worn, darkened, or uneven. The edges might be smooth from decades of handling, and the details of Lincoln's portrait may appear faint. Yet this wear is not a weakness. It is proof of life. This coin worked hard, passing through countless hands, pockets, and transactions over many years. On the front, Abraham Lincoln's face still emerges through the wear. Even when details are softened, his familiar profile remains recognizable. Lincoln represents unity, sacrifice, and perseverance, and seeing his image endure despite heavy wear feels symbolic. Just like the nation he helped preserve, his image survives even after years of pressure and use. Turning the coin over reveals the wheat ears that give this penny its name. In bad condition, these wheat stalks may be smooth or partially faded, but their presence can still be felt. The wheat design symbolizes prosperity, growth, and stability. It reflects an America rooted in hard work and hope for the future, values that remain meaningful no matter the coin's condition. The color of this penny tells another chapter of its journey. Years of circulation have transformed its surface into deep browns and dark copper tones. This natural aging cannot be faked. It is created only through time, air, and human contact. Many collectors find beauty in this honest aging because it shows the coin has never been hidden away or altered. What makes a 1967 penny especially interesting is how it bridges eras. It comes from a time of social change, cultural shifts, and historical moments that reshaped the world. This 1-cent coin silently traveled through that era, buying small items and being exchanged countless times while history unfolded around it. People often dismiss badly worn coins, assuming condition determines importance. But sometimes, the most worn coins carry the strongest stories. This penny may have been held by multiple generations, passed from parents to children, used in daily life without anyone realizing its future significance. Collectors who appreciate storytelling and history understand that rarity is not only about perfection. Sometimes it is about survival. A heavily circulated coin that still exists today has beaten countless odds. It was not lost, melted, or destroyed. It endured. Imagine holding this penny and realizing it once jingled in pockets during a time when the world was very different. It may have been used in corner stores, school cafeterias, or local markets. Every scratch and smooth surface marks another moment in its long journey. Coins like this remind us that value is not always shiny. Sometimes value is hidden beneath wear, waiting for someone to recognize the story instead of the surface. This Lincoln Wheat 1-cent proves that even the smallest and most damaged objects can carry national history within them. In rare collector conversations and extraordinary circumstances, this Lincoln Wheat 1-cent coin has been associated with a value of $45,000. Next up, the United States of America 1-cent coin from 2015 with a D mint mark, in circulated condition, carries a quiet story that blends modern America with a legacy stretching back more than a century. This penny represents everyday life in the 21st century. In 2015, cash was still part of daily routines, even as digital payments were growing fast. Coins like this moved constantly, buying small items, making change, and passing through countless hands. A circulated example tells us immediately that this coin has lived an active life, serving its purpose exactly as it was meant to. On the front of the coin stands Abraham Lincoln, one of the most respected figures in American history. Even with circulation wear, his portrait remains recognizable and powerful. The high points of the design may appear slightly smooth, and the surface may show marks from years of use, but Lincoln's profile still carries dignity and strength. His presence on the penny reminds us of unity, sacrifice, and resilience, values that remain important in every generation. Just below the date sits the D mint mark, a small detail that connects this penny to the Denver Mint. That single letter adds identity and depth to the coin story. It tells us where this penny was created before it began its long journey through circulation. For collectors, mint marks are like fingerprints, adding another layer of interest even to modern coins. Turning the coin over reveals the shield reverse design, a symbol of strength and national unity. The vertical stripes of the shield represent the states coming together, while the strong horizontal bar across the top stands for federal unity. In circulated condition, the lines may be softened, but the message remains clear. This design reflects stability and endurance, echoing the values Lincoln himself stood for. The color of this 2015 penny shows natural aging from use. Its surface may appear darker or uneven compared to a fresh mint example, but this tone tells a story of authenticity. It confirms that the coin has not been stored away untouched, but has instead been part of real transactions and real moments in everyday life. What makes a modern penny like this interesting is how easily it can be overlooked. People often believe only old coins matter, yet modern issues capture the spirit of their time. This coin reflects a period of transition, when physical money still mattered even as technology began to change how people paid and saved. Circulated coins often spark imagination. Where has this penny traveled? Was it used in a small local shop, dropped into a donation box, or saved briefly in a child's collection? Each mark and scratch represents an unknown moment, adding personality to an otherwise ordinary object. Collectors who truly enjoy coins understand that value is not always about shine or age. Sometimes it is about context, story, and survival. A circulated 2015 penny shows that even the smallest denomination continues to play a role in everyday life, quietly connecting people through countless exchanges. Imagine stopping for a moment and really looking at this penny instead of spending it without thought. Suddenly, it becomes more than 1 cent. It becomes a piece of modern history, a reminder that even today's coins may one day be looked at with curiosity and respect. Coins like this encourage people to slow down and appreciate the details around them. They remind us that history is not only found in museums or ancient artifacts, but also in the change we carry every day. Next up. The United States of America Lincoln Wheat Penny 1-cent coin from 1978 without a mint mark, in circulated condition, may seem ordinary at first glance, yet it carries a quiet presence that invites a closer look and a deeper appreciation. This coin represents the rhythm of everyday American life. It comes from a period when coins moved constantly through pockets, cash registers, and kitchen drawers. A circulated example tells us immediately that this penny was not a collector's piece locked away for safety. It was used, exchanged, and trusted as real money, becoming part of countless small moments that together form history. On the front of the coin, Abraham Lincoln's portrait still stands firm despite years of wear. In circulated condition, the finer details of his hair and coat may appear softened, but his profile remains instantly recognizable. That familiarity is powerful. Lincoln's image on the 1-cent coin has long symbolized unity, honesty, and endurance, and even with visible wear, those values continue to shine through. The absence of a mint mark adds a layer of curiosity to this penny. Without a letter beneath the date, the coin carries a sense of quiet mystery. It invites questions about where it was made and how it began its journey before entering circulation. For many collectors and enthusiasts, this lack of a mint mark makes the coin feel more intriguing, more open to imagination. Turning the coin over, the wheat penny-style design connects the coin to a deeper sense of tradition and symbolism. The wheat ears represent growth, prosperity, and the foundation of everyday life. Even when the design is softened by circulation, the meaning behind it remains strong. It reflects an America built on hard work, patience, and hope for the future. The color of this penny tells another story entirely. Years of handling have transformed its surface into rich shades of brown and dark copper. This natural toning cannot be manufactured or rushed. It only comes from time. Each change in color marks another chapter in the coin's long journey through hands, homes, and communities. What makes a circulated penny like this so interesting is how easily it can be overlooked. Many people assume that wear removes value or importance. In reality, wear often adds character. This coin shows evidence of survival. It was not lost, melted, or discarded. It stayed in use, quietly doing its job year after year. This penny may have been used to buy candy, saved in a child's piggy bank, or dropped into a donation box. It may have passed through generations without anyone stopping to consider its story. Yet every scratch and smooth edge holds a memory of movement and exchange. Collectors who appreciate storytelling often find circulated coins especially meaningful. They feel honest and real. A perfect coin can be admired, but a worn coin can be imagined. You can picture where it has been and what it has seen. That connection makes the experience of collecting deeply personal. Imagine holding this penny and realizing it has traveled through decades, witnessing changes in society, technology, and daily life. While the world moved forward, this small coin remained constant, quietly serving its purpose without recognition. Coins like this remind us that value is not always loud or shiny. Sometimes it is hidden beneath wear, waiting for someone curious enough to notice. A simple 1-cent coin can carry national symbolism, personal history, and unexpected intrigue all at once. As interest in unique coins continues to grow, conversations sometimes surface about surprising values connected to specific examples, conditions, and collector interest. These stories encourage people to look again at what they already own and to see familiar objects in a new way. Next up, the United States of America Lincoln Wheat Penny 1-cent coin from 1994 without a mint mark, in circulated condition, carries a quiet charm that invites curiosity and sparks the imagination. This penny represents ordinary American life in the 1990s, a time when coins still played an important role in daily transactions. It may have passed through grocery stores, school cafeterias, corner shops, and countless pockets. A circulated example tells us this coin was not preserved for display. It lived its purpose fully, moving from hand to hand as part of everyday routines. On the front of the coin, Abraham Lincoln's portrait remains the heart of the design. Even with circulation wear, his profile is still recognizable and meaningful. The softened edges and smooth high points show years of use, but they do not erase the dignity of his image. Lincoln on the penny has always symbolized honesty, unity, and strength, and those values remain present even on a well-worn coin. The absence of a mint mark adds a subtle sense of mystery. Without a letter beneath the date, the coin does not immediately reveal where it was struck. This small detail often captures the attention of collectors and enthusiasts because it encourages imagination. Where did it begin its journey? How far did it travel before ending up in your hands? Turning the coin over, the wheat penny design connects this piece to a deeper tradition in American coinage. The wheat ears stand as symbols of growth, stability, and the rewards of hard work. Even in circulated condition, when the lines may appear faint or smooth, the meaning behind the design remains strong. It reflects an America built on effort, persistence, and hope for the future. The color of this penny tells its own story. Years of circulation have transformed the bright copper into darker tones of brown and deep bronze. This natural aging cannot be rushed or recreated. It only comes from time, touch, and exposure to the world. Many collectors appreciate this honest look because it shows the coin has never been artificially altered. What makes a circulated penny like this so interesting is how easily it can be overlooked. Most people see only a single cent, something of little importance. But when you pause and think about its journey, it becomes something more. This coin has survived years of use without being lost or destroyed, quietly enduring while the world around it changed. This penny may have been part of a child's first savings, dropped into a charity box, or used to complete exact change at a busy checkout counter. It may have traveled across cities or remained within one community for decades. Every mark on its surface represents a moment, a place, or a person now unknown. Collectors who value history often feel drawn to circulated coins because they feel real. A perfect coin shows what was intended, but a worn coin shows what actually happened. This Lincoln Wheat penny carries the marks of real life, and that authenticity gives it a unique emotional appeal. Imagine holding this coin and realizing it connects you to countless strangers from the past. People who lived their lives, made small purchases, and moved on, leaving behind only traces like this penny. In that way, the coin becomes a bridge between generations. Coins like this remind us that value is not always defined by appearance. Sometimes value lies in survival, story, and symbolism. A 1-cent coin, worn and common-looking, can still carry national history and personal mystery within it. As interest in unusual coins continues to grow, surprising stories often circulate about unexpected values tied to specific examples and collector demand. These stories inspire people to re-examine what they once ignored. Next up. The United States of America Lincoln Wheat Penny 1-cent coin from 1981 without a mint mark, in circulated condition, may seem ordinary at first glance, but the moment you slow down and really look at it, a much richer story begins to unfold. This penny represents the heartbeat of daily American life. In 1981, coins like this were constantly on the move, exchanged in local shops, dropped into pockets, saved in jars, and passed between generations without much thought. A circulated example tells us this coin was never meant to be admired behind glass. It was meant to work, to travel, and to be part of real moments. On the front of the coin, Abraham Lincoln's portrait still stands strong despite years of handling. The finer details of his hair and coat may be softened, but his familiar profile remains instantly recognizable. That alone is powerful. Lincoln's image has symbolized honesty, unity, and resilience for generations, and even after years of circulation, those values remain etched into the coin's identity. The absence of a mint mark gives this penny a quiet sense of mystery. Without a letter beneath the date, the coin does not immediately reveal where it was made. This small detail invites curiosity and imagination. Where did it begin its journey? How many hands did it pass through before reaching yours? That unanswered question adds depth to what might otherwise seem like a simple 1-cent coin. Turning the penny over reveals the wheat ears that define this classic design. The wheat symbolizes growth, stability, and the rewards of hard work. In circulated condition, the wheat stalks may appear smooth or lightly faded, but their meaning remains unchanged. They reflect a nation built on effort and perseverance, values that continue to resonate long after the coin's minting year. The color of this penny tells another chapter of its story. Years of circulation have transformed its surface into rich shades of brown and dark copper. This natural toning is a signature of time itself. It cannot be recreated or rushed. It shows that this coin has lived a full life, exposed to air, touch, and movement, gathering character along the way. What makes a circulated penny like this so fascinating is how easily it can be ignored. Many people believe wear removes importance, but often the opposite is true. Wear proves survival. This coin was not lost, melted, or discarded. It remained useful, dependable, and present in everyday life while decades passed. This penny may have bought candy for a child, helped complete exact change at a busy counter, or rested in a family jar of savings. It may have traveled across cities or stayed within one neighborhood for years. Every scratch and smooth edge is evidence of a moment now gone, yet still somehow preserved in metal. Collectors who appreciate storytelling are often drawn to coins like this. A flawless coin shows intention, but a circulated coin shows reality. It carries the marks of human interaction, making it feel personal and alive. This Lincoln Wheat penny feels honest, untouched by artificial perfection. Imagine holding this penny and realizing it connects you to people you will never meet. Strangers who lived their lives, made small purchases, and moved on, leaving behind only traces like this coin. In that way, the penny becomes a silent witness to history at the most personal level. Coins like this remind us that value is not always loud or shiny. Sometimes value is quiet, hidden beneath wear, waiting for someone curious enough to notice. A simple 1-cent coin can hold national symbolism, personal journeys, and unexpected intrigue all at once. As interest in unique and meaningful coins continues to grow, surprising stories often circulate about remarkable values connected to specific examples and collector interest. These stories encourage people to look again at what they already have and to see familiar objects in a completely new light.